I talk to a lot of people who have anxiety about access to their house. Do you know, the first thing to let you know is just about everything is possible. Ideally, we'd turn up at a block, it'd be flat, we'd have no house in that spot and we could drive straight in with all the equipment. Because realistically, when a pool's built, we literally want to turn up with the biggest digging machine, an excavator, and as many tipper trucks, usually 3 as we can, to keep running that fill out of that property. Now, most properties that we consider have great access are properties that you can pretty much drive a car to where you want to put the pool. That's pretty much as good as it gets in most cities today. Outside of the city, we're on rural properties and so forth, well, that's an added bonus because it's often very easy to get to the site where you want to put the swimming pool. If you do have constrained access, don't be overly concerned about it. Just know that the more equipment and the more time it takes for us to get in and get the fill out of that site and then actually bring sand in, which a pool is also used to as part of the installation process, that the costs associated with that are generally greater, but completely justifiable. As you'd imagine, when we're taking a one-piece shell, so a swimming pool, and lifting the site, most often we're using cranes. And the general crane lift is not overly complicated. Well, it's probably not fair to the crane guys. They're really good at what they do and it's a real discipline for them to lift a pool. But generally in most cases, lifting a pool into the site is non-problematic. Sometimes, on very rare occasions, we might use exceptionally large cranes because we just can't get anywhere near the block. And in that case, the cranes can get fairly expensive, but there is a way to install just about every pool. Even on the odd occasion, we've used helicopters to lift pools into place, and that's quite a sight, seeing a helicopter buzz over your roof with a swimming pool hanging off it. It's pretty exciting actually. It's really difficult for us also, and obviously difficult for you to tell what's under the ground. A lot of people know just through experience, if they've built on the site or if they've lived in the area for a while, they'll know whether or not we may have to contend with rock. Look, if we can get a decent sized machine into the site and the access is reasonable, rock is not a great issue. The smaller the machinery, the longer it takes to excavate, the greater the costs associated with excavation. These are just pretty standard things. In other cases, we might have, and certainly around the area that we work a lot, we have high water tables. And that may mean we actually employ an ancillary company to come in and insert spear points around the pool area, which is like a big pump and vacuum system, and it literally sucks the area dry for a day or two before we excavate the pool. We dig every day. It's literally our job. I mean, as much as we want to put the swimming pool in, part of that process is coming out and excavating. Now, I don't think there's much we haven't seen under the ground, and there's always a way for us to deal with it.